Tonight, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 59.
It's finally time for the main event here in 2025. Away we go in Super Bowl 59.
Anthony Schwartz going to bring it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
Pass the 20 for a short gain, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll run again with Harris. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Harris is in. Touchdown, Washington. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Watson now to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Everyone rolls into the Super Bowl saying, hey, I'm confident. I'll just do what I did before. But let's face it, you got to be wary of the jitters going into a big game like this. Super Bowl is unlike any other game you're going to play.
And now he's starting out 0 for 2. We'll see if he can rebound. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Cleveland. 45 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. In motion left, that's Cooper. On 2nd and 12, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Forced out to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, trying to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
They'll start the drive with Harris, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him, picks up 3 on that carry.
They run again with Harris.
And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
This is taken at the 15. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Watson off play action. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Back to throw, Watson. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
This is fielded inside the 5. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's a diving catch right side. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down. Slot man moves right. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 72 yards.
And the Commanders continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. Cooper, the man in motion left. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, Watson. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. To the air yet again, Watson rolling to his right.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. They'll send a receiver in motion left. To try again after the sack. Watson. He's got the connection to Cooper. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Cooper, the man in motion right. Here's Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Cooper will come in motion right. Now a 1st down throw. Watson buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage again to 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Again, it's Watson. Being chased out left. And this is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one goes for 36 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run with Hunt. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to set up his blockers. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Steps away to his left. He's got a man complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. To throw again on second down. Herbert. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On first down, Justin Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To the air again, Herbert. Forced out to his left.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker.
There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick six here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Taken from about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He's got him in, complete. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Herbert now. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. The slot man in motion right. Herbert back to the air. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. The 40, 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
The York on now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On third down, here's Harris. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
On second down, this is Harris.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
He's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he gets it down to the 32. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
An entire season coming down to this next quarter. 3 in the books here in the Super Bowl.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Harris running straight ahead.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Najee Harris.
His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this 4th quarter. Tackle made by Chase Young.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Cleveland. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. 142 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
They hand this off to Harris. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Herbert.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the longer way out there, but it'll be third down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. On the give, this is Harris. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Harris.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
I think we saw the strategy there, how they moved it to the left hash so they could line things up for them to kick the field goal.
And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This undoubtedly the biggest kick of his life. And his kick is good. The field goal is through the uprights, and they've won the Super Bowl.
They did it. The Washington Commanders, Super Bowl champions. And this storied franchise will once again possess the Lombardi Trophy.
And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all off season, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.